Yeah, so I was watching this interesting documentary, really long. It's various episodes about the Third Reich, various aspects of it. And, sorry, it's going to be noisy. I'm making up coffee this morning. One of the things they talk about is the factions, the SA, the Stormtroopers. I think that was the Stormtroopers. And what their ambitions were, how they were this mass movement, but they became a problem and a liability because they were large, they were scary, they were revolutionary. Too revolutionary that they conflicted with Hitler and the party's goals, which was to rearm Germany so they could go to war, gain that Lebensraum. And the SA, they wanted down with these industrialists, with the industrial class, with the former aristocracy. They were really the left-wing part of the party. Now, I love watching these documentaries, but my girlfriend hates them. And she's always saying, well, why do we always have to watch about the Nazis? Like, because the Nazis are interesting as shit, okay? Like, all the facets of the Reich interests me, you know what I mean? So then I compromise and we watch, like something about the Bundy, the Manson family, because it's also interesting how he brainwashed people, but they were just a bunch of young, stupid hippies. But anyway, while watching this, basically the story is Hitler sides with the SS, uses them as his former loyal bodyguard that branched out to be bigger, but started as his bodyguard. So they were kind of the vanguard that was most loyal to Hitler. Used them to eliminate the SA, or at least their leadership. And it occurred to me that this is a great example of minoritarianism being triumphant over majoritarianism, I guess. Where a smaller group that's better positioned, that's smarter, sharper, fiercer, has positioned themselves better over the rabble of disorganized, boisterous group that the SA was. They wanted to shake things up. So what did the SS do? They were already on Hitler's side anyway, but they positioned themselves as a counterweight to this revolutionary group. So it just occurred to me that it was an excellent example of what it is that Kenneth Brown talks about. We're a smaller group, and they were very selective about who they selected. Maybe it was bullshit. It was like based on eye color and skin color and height and who was the most Aryan. But it definitely, I'm sure, provided a sense of exclusivity and belonging to an elite group, which made them man for man, probably the most powerful and influential group in Nazi Germany. And in fact, they did become an enormously powerful group in Nazi Germany, a state within a state, where they were in charge of the resettlement of all the conquered territories. They were kind of the spiritual warrior elite, warrior priest class of Nazi Germany, and became the most powerful organization, where they controlled the police, they controlled the Gestapo. So they put down all internal resistance, and they also had a fighting force as well. So they really became a state within a state. In fact, if they had been victorious, they had talked about establishing an independent SS state, which seems kind of crazy, but it's a good example of minoritarianism in a group of people that talks about when people think of the Third Reich, they think of largely, I believe, the race, like the German people, the Volk, so like everyone together. But really it was run by minoritarians, as every country ultimately is. So these Third Reich documentaries are really interesting, man. I mean, the stuff about the Soviet Union or other dictators, yeah, they're interesting too, but no one was as ambitious as what the Third Reich wanted to accomplish. But obviously they bit off way more than they could chew too early. But hey, at least we got the documentaries to learn about them. Anyone have a good day.